Hogwarts Legacy is out and there are a ton of new wizards and witches jumping into the game. But what exactly should you be doing as you explore this huge game? Well, we got the answers for you with some awesome tips and tricks that we wish we had known when we had started this game. Basically, learn from our mistakes. What up, you fellow nerds? Town here, 59 Direct, and subscribe to the channel so I can feed the Direct team. They keep knocking on the basement doors for some reason. If you enjoy the video, a like would be greatly appreciated, and comment down below which house are you currently in for your first playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy if you're playing this game. If you dislike the video, leave a dislike and let us know how we can improve our videos. All right, let's get this train started. Tip number 1, learning what you can and cannot block. Every time an enemy attacks you, be it a dark wizard, spider, goblin, etc., a red marker will appear above your head before they attack. However, it is key to notice which of these two indicators appear above your head. If it's a circle with a square, then you can reflect that with Protego. Countering it at the right time will also send Stupefy back at whatever enemy you are locked onto. If a marker has spikes on the outside of the circle/square, then you need to roll away or quickly evaporate away. Now, depending on your color blindness mode that you might have selected, for example me, the colors may look the same to some people, hence why we recommend looking for the shape and not necessarily the color. Again, there are multiple different colorblind options, so if you find one that allows you to change the colors to have different colors per one, then maybe that makes it easier for you. But if not, then at least you know what the symbols all mean. Tip number 2, side quests from teachers to teach you extra spells. These are really helpful in dealing with later enemies down the road and also completing certain puzzles around the world. This is an open world game. There are a lot of puzzles. While not exactly the most unique side quests in the game, they at least are helpful for learning new spells and really allowing you to master some of the combat in this game. Some spells, for example, like Expelliarmus and Glacius, are taught to you by your teachers after you've completed the main story quests. However, you must then complete little side quests on top of that for said teacher before they will actually teach you the move. I guess they want you to prove yourselves for some reason. Some require you to be in combat and others require you simply to find something or read instructions. So make sure that you check the quest before you are attempting these. You can actually spend a lot of extra galleons and it can be very expensive, especially early on in the game. For example, having to use certain potions or certain herbology plants out in battle compared to just out in the world. Make sure you know which one to use in either situation so you can complete the objective faster and get your spell even faster. Spells like Glacius I personally love to use since it not only freezes your enemies but allows you to then hit them with an even stronger spell, which will not miss because they are literally frozen and they will not be able to dodge out of the way. Bottom line, complete main classes, do side quests for said teachers, get more spells, and make your enemies wish they never met you. Tip number 3, find those flue powdered locations. Well, it seems really simple, and it is. Finding flue stations will make later quests much easier as you start venturing around the castle and into other areas in this gigantic world. Seriously, this world is gigantic. While flying around is really fun, sometimes you might just want to do a quick travel. So if you happen to see the marker on your map and you are somewhat close, get to that flue station, record it on your map, and you can transport there anytime you want. Number 4, money. Yes, money makes the world go round and Hogwarts is no exception. However, this game is really stingy with the gold you find, how much you get from selling things, and how much things cost. Inflation be bad. To get around this, you will have to progress through the story events until you have access to the Room of Requirement and have the beast catching bag. Then, when you're able to catch magical beasts, you can then take them to Hogsmeade, where you can then sell them to this particular character who cares for magical beasts. You get 120 gold per animal, some more. Now, 120 may not sound like a lot, but it's actually quite a bit in this game. In fact, it's more than you get for most armor that you sell. There are many places you can farm some of these animals and you can get a lot of gold just by resetting the checkmark every time. Also, do keep in mind when you're catching these beasts though, however, there are shiny beasts apparently though, so make sure you don't sell those, especially if you're a collector. Tip number 5, talents. If there is one thing to take away from this video and one thing only, it is this: the talent tree. The talent tree allows you to level up spells, improve things like stealth, blocking, etc. You get 1 talent point each time you level up, so it's very important to read each upgrade and see what they do to see what can fit your playstyle. For example, if you hit level 16 and 22, you can improve your parries to stun multiple enemies at a time during a perfect block, or you can improve basic spells like Accio, which will pull multiple enemies towards you instead of just simply one. This is where the combat really actually starts to get fun in my personal opinion, so make sure you get these upgrades for the spells that you personally like. Also, if you want to have more than 4 spells available to you at a time, make sure you go to the core area and unlock the ability to have 3 more sets of spells. Then you can juggle between 16 different spells at once, really allowing for the combat to shine even more and be a lot more fun. Tip number 6, check your challenges. There are tons of challenges in this game, from defeating a certain number of enemies to collecting items for completing quests. Each time you do something, it will go towards one of these challenges, and when you complete these challenges, you will gain things like cosmetics and armor slot space. You get a criminally low amount of armor space, like it is just abysmal. So how do you get more? Complete the Merlin challenges. However, you must then go into your challenges and accept the reward for completing these challenges to actually get these upgrades. I did not know about this until about 10 hours into the game, and I had completed over 10 of these Merlin challenges and still only had 20 slots. Yeah, I was mad. So complete challenges, do the Merlin challenges, check your challenges, accept them, get more armor slots. Now you know. Tip number 7, use Revelio. Yes, we know this one is super obvious and it's annoying to hear it all of the time, but trust us, it is worth it. This spell helps you find chests, things you can pick up, event markers, enemies, and even scrolls, which will then give you experience points to level up your character even faster, which in turn gives you talent points. And we all know what happens when you get talent points, you make the combat even more fun. So again, this will allow you to upgrade your spells and more. So again, Revelio. Learn it, live it, love it. Maybe not love it, you get the idea. And final tip for the video, number 8, the Room of Requirement. When Professor Weasley shows you this room, this is where things get really interesting. Here you'll be taking those moonstones you've been gathering throughout the story and actually using them to make tables for growing plants for herbology, and also making potions as well, which will be able to help you in battle. Later on, as you progress through the story, you'll actually be able to unlock what's called the Loom, which will allow you to upgrade your armor. This is much cheaper than going and buying the supplies from stores, by the way. And this is also when Deke is going to give you the magical beast bag, where you can start finding beasts out in the wild to keep them in the room to breed, get materials like feathers and such for the Loom, which will again allow you to upgrade your armor, and even sell the beast in Hogsmeade to get more money. As the story continues and you start to upgrade these more and more, you're going to start having a lot more materials to work with, selling things to get gold, upgrading your armor to become even more powerful, and things are going to work a lot better, and you're again not going to be poor because you're not having to spend money at the stores to get some of these simple materials. If you want to get more of these tables as well to start making more things, there are large tables, medium tables, tables with large pots, tables with mixtures and everything. Then make sure you head over to Hogsmeade and go to Tombs and Scrolls. Careful though, when you buy these quote-unquote recipes and scrolls, they are a bit expensive, but it's like investing into something. When you buy these for a very expensive price, you can then take them back to the Room of Requirements, start setting everything up, and you'll start to make even more than you would if you're simply trying to buy the ingredients. Bottom line, Room of Requirement, definitely don't overlook it. And because we literally just thought of it as we're making this video, fun little bonus tip: when you're flying over the water, you happen to see what looks like a little bit of a whirlpool almost, dive into the water. These are like finding chests out in the water, but you can get a lot of gold and some good armor picks. So make sure you are flying over the water if you're ever flying out in the open world, because you might find some valuable treasure. If you found this video to be helpful in any way, then do us a favor and smash that like button. If you have any tips of your own or something new has been discovered, please let us know in the comments below. And if you want to see even more guides and tips on Hogwarts Legacy, check out our shorts playlist for how to get certain spells, certain items, and more. I've been Tallen with 5 Nights Direct. Thank you so much for stopping by the video, and I cannot wait to see all of you in the next one. Johnny.